Alright, what's up, guys? We're back, and me and two of my three brothers just went down to a creek. Alright, so me and two of my brothers went down to we found out that there's a creek that's not on our property, but on the neighbor's property. We talked to the neighbor. He said that I can mend a trap and go down like with a net and net them out, because he doesn't need them in there. It's just for sheep to drink out of. But we've got a bucket here with about 10 crayfish and probably about 10 minnows or 11 minnows, something like that. And we're going back down to the barn. We have some really big, major farm updates. I don't know if I've told y'all yet. Look at all the birds. There's like, oh shoot, oh snap, son, I almost dropped the computer, but there's just a bunch of birds flying around everywhere. I don't know what that's about. A bunch of blue jays and what looks like blackbirds. It looks like we've got one minnow casualty. We'll see what happens once we put it back in with the aerators. But I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I do have a decent amount of minnows already in the pool pond. I have showed y'all the pool ponds. But me and one of my friends, Kipton, y'all have seen him on the channel before. That was in the trout fishing for my birthday video. And he came over and we got like 30 minnows and a couple crayfish. And it was really cool. But we've got a couple of farm updates. We've got the show lambs that are looking good. We've got, I don't know if I've showed y'all the ducks yet, but those are also, they've gotten really, really big. If I can get the gate undone. I'm trying to do this with one hand. There we go. Wasn't proving to be too easy. But they all look good except for the one minnow, which it doesn't look too good. And lighting probably isn't going to be the best in here. It's not too bad. But here is the pool pond. This is what the minnows are in. I'm going to put, let's see, what can I put the camera on? Shoot. Alright, we'll put it, we're going to flip the tote upside down and put y'all on that. Hopefully, y'all are going to be able to see decently well. But there's the pool pond, nothing much. And what I've been using for feed is I've got these, which are like freeze-dried river shrimp and mealworms and stuff like that. And then I've got this stuff. It's catfish pellets, but I've seen the minnows eating it. I've just got to take, they're about the size of like animal feed. I've been having to take a hammer, and I've got a hammer right here by the pool pond that I just use to mash up the stuff. But there is one really big crayfish in there that has grown, and I think it's actually ate a couple of my minnows. Fact check me on that. If you think that crayfish do eat minnows, and tell me in the comments. Same thing if you don't think they do. But yeah, we're gonna get these guys released. One or two of them aren't looking too good. First things first. Oh, also, I do have 3 aerators in here right now. One's a 50-gallon aerator, and 2 of them are 25. And I've got this sheet of wood. I think it's, oh, there's the big minnow. There's a big minnow in here that's like 4 inches long, and he just eats a ton of food. We'll also be feeding them, and we also finally got more pigs, which we will show those in a minute. Let's see here. And then I found this tube, like some kind of plumbing tube or something, out in the woods, and then Also found this, which is like a PVC 90 degree. It's little, but it's like the perfect size for the minnows. Oh, there's the big crayfish. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy. He's super hard to catch. He's just so fast. Got him. He is just absolutely massive. The camera does not do this thing justice. He's about 3 inches long and he's super fat. I think he has been eating some of my minnows. But we're gonna go ahead and release him in, as in release him, I mean that. But he's good. Crayfish are super, super resilient. They can go in and out of water. So that's good. Did he go in the cave? I don't know where he went. I dropped him in, and I guess he just darted somewhere. But, alright. I'm going to go ahead and pull this tube up. We also, at one point, got a little catfish in here. That's a decent minnow right there. Oh, I missed them. They're super, super fast. But yeah. This is the pool pond. It's the biggest pool that I could find. It was like, aside from like a $300 one off of Amazon, that one was like 16 bucks. So that's the way to go for me. Go ahead and get this thing angled on. Oh no, the big one's starting to float a little bit. Let's go ahead. There's the big minnow. Oh shoot. Son. Alright. There he is. Big minnow. Going in. Get him near some of the oxygen. Alright. And I'm not acclimating these fish because they have been in a bucket for so long that I just need to get them in where I've got an aerator to give them oxygen. There is a lot of crayfish in here though, so I might get pinched. There's a little itty bitty crayfish. Get that guy in there. He'll probably get eaten by something. There's a little one. I think that's the little guy that's been floating. I don't think he's breathing. Oh, he's doing some twitchy stuff. No, I'm gonna just leave him in there. If he's swimming away. He's floating. He just sank. I don't know. Maybe he'll get eaten by crayfish. Because there's about to be about 15 of those in here. So there was a crayfish. I don't have much light, so I'm just going off the field right now. Y'all can just hear the ducks. Also, we have a tadpole now that I'm going to be raising. If it'll survive in this pool pond. It's either, I am 90% sure that it's a tadpole. Unless it's just a chub that ate something. I don't see him. Where did he go? There he is. Let's go ahead and swim off. Okay, there he goes. He's swimming. Alright. Oh no. Looks like we might have another minnow casualty. Possibly. These fish have been in this bucket for so long that I'm not even gonna... Come on, let me catch you. Alright, I think I might have to just dump the bucket. There's a crayfish. Get that guy in there. Alright, we have multiple crayfish. I'm gonna get that minnow. Let's see. There's another minnow going in. Oh, I'm getting pinched. I knew I would. Don't know why I'm surprised. There's another minnow. More minnows going in. There's another one. That guy swam fine. There's another one. Now, Some of these, I know for 100% fact, they're chubs. But I'll see if the next one of them that I catch, if it's one of the, I think they look different. They've got different color than the chubs. I'm not sure. There's a crayfish. Some of these crayfish are pretty big ones, like 2 inchers. There was just a minnow. I'm just trying to get these fish back in here, back in the pool pond with some oxygen, some real oxygen. There's a crayfish. That guy, and that guy's a pretty big one. Alright, another crayfish. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, that's just, I think, a normal minnow. Now, like I said, guys, these things are just out of just a creek. That's a chub. If I didn't release all of the ones I want to find out what they are. That's a crayfish. Well, he just landed right on top of the minnow. Some of the minnows just like aren't moving. They're just kind of getting used to the water. There's another crayfish. Get that guy in. There's another crayfish, little one. That got in. And we will be feeding these. Actually, no, because I already fed them this morning. I'm telling you, dude, this feed is expensive. This is 4.5 ounces and it was $8. This little bag, which is about the size of like a candy bag, like a Nerds bag or something, it is $14. I spent $25 after tax on fish food. It might be to the point where I've got to dump the bucket. Oh, there's a crayfish. That guy in there. There's one more minnow in here. Okay, there we go. And that one is just a chub, and he's back in the bucket. Well, I'm going to just check, make sure that he's the last one. Alright, I'm going to just dump the bucket in. Hopefully this water doesn't leak. I'm trying to finally go. There's more minnows in there. And there's the last minnow. I'm trying to dump as little of that creek water in here as I can. I'll be back in just a minute, don't worry. I'm just making sure that's all the fish and crayfish. I'm gonna just dump this bucket out and just watch. Alright, there we go. There's all of the fish released. They come over here. Hang that bucket up. We're going to go back down in with the tube. There's a big one. That might have been the one I just put in here. Yeah, that's the one I just put in here. There's another minnow right there. That guy back in there. That guy's acting a little bit funky. But we'll see. We'll see how much of them make it. There's the tadpole. There's a crayfish there. I bet there's a bunch of crayfish over here on this side somewhere. There's a minnow going on top water. I'll just snatch that guy up. I missed him. hopefully now there's a abundant amount of minnows and crayfish in the pool pond now. There's one right there. That guy's acting kind of funky, like he might not make it. I'm gonna take him and put him over here by the aerators. Hey, little buddy, get some oxygen. There you go, get oxygen. I don't know where Dwayne, the big crayfish, went. There's a little one. But yeah, there we go. There's minnows swimming around everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down back on there. And I'm going to attempt to get the big sheet of plywood, or whatever this stuff is, like siding or something. I don't know. It looks almost like siding. Just gonna lean it up. Slide it up. That's what I normally do, just so that the fish don't. Because when I first put them in, I think I put 25 in, and overnight, the night that I put them, oh, there's a big one swimming around. The night that I put them in, I lost 9 of them because they would hit the sides and then they would launch themselves up in the air out of the pool pond, and they would die, and I wasn't able to save them overnight. But now we're going to come over here. We've got the ducks. They've gotten so much bigger. Don't know if you can see them or not. There they are. They've gotten so much bigger. Hey, duckies. Peep, peep. There they go. There they are. They're standing up. They're about a foot tall, a little over a foot tall. But they're supposed to get like 3 foot tall. Here's the lambs. Here's one. This one's name's Fluffball. This one is Levi's lamb. That one is my lamb. That's little girl. Come here, girl. Come here. There we go. She's just a little sweet little lamb. And then this one is Jax, which he named Rose, and she does not let anybody pet her. Little girl is by far the sweetest one. But we've got all their hay. We've got deer corn there. Well, it's not deer corn. It's animal corn, but we use it for deer. We've got duck feed back there. Sheep feed over there. And now I've got my fish food. But yeah, that's pretty much it for inside of the barn. Oh, here's the pig's waterer right here. It's inside the barn. There's all their water down in there, and it goes a pipe out. And I'll actually show y'all that. I'll show y'all that pipe. We're gonna just walk around, because if you're like a real OG, then you'll know that the barn, there's the inside section, and then there's an outside section that's covered. I see the little piggies. We just got them yesterday, so they're not really used to us right now. I'm walking up. There they are. Hey, piggies. Make sure y'all can see them. Lighting's not going to be too great, but there's their feeder. And then there's the water. It comes down, and that pipe comes out. It goes down to a 90-degree elbow. That goes down, hits another 90 degree, and juts out. And then that's what's called a nipple water, because they're piglets, so they're used to drinking. Well, you get the point. But that's how they get their water. But yeah, that's pigs. Showed y'all pigs, ducks. We don't really need the chickens. Nothing's changed with them. We got the minnows in. Showed y'all sheep. Yeah, it's going along good. Got a lot of farm updates. But make sure that if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We've got tons of great videos and hint hint fishing videos coming up. So if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, hit that like button. I will see you in the next video. Bye.